Sheri, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, Jim?
Good. We're here today to talk a little bit about the birth to 5 population and the services that community-based providers can offer to those children, such as speech, physical, occupational therapy, play therapy, and then developmental preschool services. Can you tell us a little bit about children who would benefit from developmental preschool services?
Children, for example, that would benefit from preschool services would be children that may need social skills to be able to also keep them on their developmental milestone track.
Very good. So what does a classroom look like?
A classroom is a mixture of kids that are typical and atypical, which could have speech delays, fine motor delays, could have a diagnosis of any kind. There's no more than 6 kids per adult most of the time in the classrooms.
And how does that differ from typical daycare, or that parents drop their kids off during the day? Like, what's the makeup of those classrooms?
The makeup consists of the teachers primarily working on the child's individual needs. If the child's in the Infant Toddler Program, they would have an IFSP that we work off of. If they're 3 to 5 in the early end program, then we work off an IEP. If they have neither, then we conduct, the director and the teachers and parents come up with an individualized plan for each child.
And that doesn't happen at normal daycare? No.
Typically at a normal daycare, you would, every child should be at this level and this is where we're going to start. At a developmental preschool, you work on that child's individual needs, where are they at that point in time, to help meet those milestones where they're supposed to be.
And do you require that the kids be potty trained?
No, we do not. Every child is different. When the child or the parent is ready, we start a potty plan with them.
And so all of those services are provided at Discovery Playground?
Yes.
Okay, well that's great. Now, do you provide speech, occupational, physical therapy at that facility as well?
We do have OT and PT at the Discovery Playground now. If the child is at the preschool and the OT and PT are there, they will take them and provide them with therapy while they're there.
Can you tell us a little bit about occupational therapy? What's involved in occupational therapy?
Occupational therapy is usually made up of fine motor skills and sensory integration. Some kids may have a sensory issue that we're unaware of. If it's a sound or a texture, or where they realize they are in their own world, in their own space, the occupational therapist can help them deal with their everyday living to be able to cope with those sensory issues.
And what about physical therapy?
Physical therapy, they work on their gross motor skills, jumping, running, kicking, throwing, walking, strengthening, things like that.
And then with speech therapy, we also can work on the child understanding as well as communicating their wants and needs, and work on helping parents facilitate that in the home environment.
Yes.
Now, if they didn't want to get those services in a preschool setting, where would they go?
Therapy Playground provides all those services, as well as community-based service, rehabilitative service in the home.
So there are private agencies as well.
Yes.
So they could go to a developmental preschool such as Discovery Playground, or they could go to a clinic-based where they're only coming for the therapy, such as Therapy Playground. And federally, it's a free service for every child to get an evaluation from birth to 3 years of age. So anyone with a concern can get a free evaluation.
Yes, they can contact the CDSA, Children's Developmental Services Agency, and they can set that up. If they qualify, they are able to choose the agency that they want to come to their home, or it's in a natural environment.
And then preschoolers, those services, once you turn 3, those services are provided by the local school system, which here is called Early In. And they can get classroom-based or speech, PT, OT services through Early In as well.
Yes. And Early In therapists do come to Discovery Playground and provide therapy for our children.
So essentially, it's more important if a parent has a concern, they shouldn't let the concern go, because there are so many resources in the community for their child to get services. So even just doing an evaluation, even if it has to be billed to their insurance, is worthwhile just to find out where their child is.
And Discovery Playground also does free screenings.
As well as therapy playground.
Yes.
And the process to get the evaluation, once the child is identified, we contact their physician and we get a physician's order, and then we are able to schedule that child within a month's time to get that evaluation. Do you have openings at Discovery Playground right now?
Yes, we have openings every day, morning sessions and afternoon sessions. Our sessions are 8:30 to 12 and 1 to 4:30.
Great. Well, it sounds like if a parent has a concern, there are definitely resources in the community that they can access, and hopefully we've made a difference by talking about this today and reached at least one person who had concerns about their child.